Let's see. Okay. We are supposed to take. Sorry, guys. I am the
resident idiot.
Okay. I'm just going live, so I'm trying to. There it is. Ta-da, ta-da. Okay. I've got it taken. Hello, everybody. It's me, Robert with Cointalk. Sorry about that. I'm doing the producing today as well as being part of the stream. And I've got something that needs to be muted. And there, that's done. Now, I forgot one of them. Out of three, I forgot one. Oh, well. Hello, everybody, again. Let's try this one more time. I'll tell you what. Let's just go to David and let David tell us about the shows. I'm a little lost right now. So Brad got me all kerfuffled right before the show. So here he is.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Robert, I'm going to share my screen. If you want to flip over there. I apologize, everybody. I'm fighting a cold today. Thank you to coinzip.com for this list of coin shows coming up in the next this weekend. February 21st and 22nd, the 56th annual Stevens County Coin Club Coin Show in Duncan, Oklahoma. February 21st through the 23rd, Mid-Iowa Coinorama, Ames, Iowa. February 21st through the 23rd, Memphis Coin Club Annual Coin Show, South Haven, Mississippi. February 21st through the 23rd, 61st Annual El Paso Coin Show 2025, El Paso, Texas. February 22nd, Naugatuck Coin and Currency Show, Naugatuck, Connecticut. February 22nd, Pasco Coin Club Coins, Currency, Bullion, Stamps, Jewelry, Collectibles, and More Show, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree in Hudson, Florida. February 22nd, the Interstate Coin Club Show, Hagerstown, Maryland. February 22nd, San Antonio Coin and Collectible Show, Schertz, Texas. February 23rd, Hartford Coin and Currency Show, Cromwell, Connecticut. February 23rd, fourth Sunday of the month Coin Show, Palm Beach Coin Club, Green Acres, Florida. February 23rd, 65th Annual Will County Coin Club Rare Coin Show, Joliet, Illinois. February 23rd, Redford Coin Show, Livonia, Michigan. February 23rd, Melville Coin Stamp and Collectible Show, Melville, New York. February 23rd, the Ohio Coin and Collectible Show, Westlake, Ohio. February 23rd, Central Pennsylvania Coin Club Spring Show, Currensville, Pennsylvania. And February 23rd, Trevose Coin Show, Trevose, Pennsylvania. February 22nd and 23rd, Fort Walton Beach Coin Club Show, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And last but not least, February 23rd, Green Hills Classic Coin and Stamp and Jewelry Show, Cincinnati, Ohio. And let's go take a look at spot prices for precious metals. Currently, gold is at $29.37, up $4. Silver, $32.89, up 24 cents. Platinum is at $9.76, up $6. Palladium is at $9.66, up $14. And rhodium is at $45.25, holding flat. And Robert, I'll kick it back to the panel.
Okay, thank you, David. I appreciate that very much. Good to see. I know I happened to watch a guy called Maneko64, and he was talking, I guess over in London when they opened, gold was up to 29.90 something and silver was at 33 something. So it must have dropped from Europe over here to America. So yeah, that was interesting, I thought. B, don't forget to unmute yourself, sweetheart, if you want to talk. Brad, same
As
with
soon as
you.
I figure out what just happened in my whole screen.
I didn't do it. I didn't
I know
do
I'm
it.
having one of
So,
those days. It's just terrible. Everything just went super huge. Exit full screen. Here we go. Jesus. Telling you.
oh, it's a fun,
I'm
fun
having a
day.
rough day. I was okay when I first woke up, but I'm not feeling so hot now. I have ulcers.
Sorry to
Yeah,
hear that.
they get to me sometimes. I can't handle it.
Sorry,
And it
kiddo.
happens all of
I
a
just-
sudden.
I just have hemorrhoids called Robert.
God, I don't even want to talk
You
about
only
it.
wish you had something that good.
Mhm.
So how is everybody else doing?
Good.
I am
You're sick,
absolutely having
David?
a
What's
good
wrong?
day today.
Just a head cold.
Oh,
I'll survive.
I had
Yeah,
that
B, I
whatever it
was
was
saying,
for 3 weeks. Whatever it was, I had it for 3 weeks. That coughing and
well, B, a friend of mine, she lives out in California. I know you're up north of there, but still, she lives down there in Carmel, and she just got over COVID about a week ago. So I don't know. They say it's out on the West Coast, but then again, I mean, no offense, they say a lot of everything over there. So
it's the flu. It's the same thing. It's just a different type of flu. COVID. Yeah. They
hello,
all
my
kill you.
beautiful daughter Amanda.
Yep. They all kill you. I don't even know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
she's being sneaky today.
Did you see
Who?
her that day, Amanda?
No, she didn't
Oh.
show up.
She doesn't.
Okay, guys, this is my daughter Amanda up there, not the other Amanda.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Then
We've got to
CoinPro
get
is
somebody to
my
change
son.
their name.
So hello, Robert. Oh, by the way, CoinPro, it's CoinPro's birthday, everybody. He's 32 years old. Say happy birthday to CoinPro.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy
Happy birthday.
Congratulations. That's what I tell people.
If you stop in today, I'll give you your birthday present.
Hi, Bill. I see you. Paulie, freaking awesome. My thumb's getting
Hey,
better.
hold it, Robert.
My thumb's
At
getting better.
308, Draft Horse Diva.
Yes, I do know the answer to that. Do yourself a favor, Draft Horse Diva. Do not take it out, because not every one of the reverses of
Oh, yeah.
the Cheerios dollars has the accented tail feathers. However, if you send the whole thing in to PCGS or NGC, they will still designate it a Cheerios dollar. But will they designate it as the enhanced tail feather or not? Depends upon the coin. But let them take it out. Don't you try, because if you got one of the plain ones, your SOL, you can never prove it. There. Brad, would you like to add something to it?
No.
Tech. Anyway. Hi, Otis. Good to see you.
I know what I'm in over my head, so I pass that one off to you, Robert.
Pass nothing off.
I'm just the quarterback. I handed you the ball. You run with it.
Draft Horse Diva, that's what you want to do. You do not want to take and touch it. Do not remove it. Just if you want to get it designated, which I strongly suggest, send it in. It should have Draft Horse Diva. It should have not only the dollar, but it should have the penny with it. And it should be an extra large. So you should be happening to slab 2 coins, and one will be the Cheerios dollar, one will be the Cheerios penny. But you will have to put them both together. Do not separate them, as I say.
It's a collectible things. I have Beanie Babies that are in the,
Oh, dear
still in
God.
the plastic and stuff. What about Matchbox? What do you collect, Brad, besides coins?
Numismatic literature, rookwood pottery, fountain pens, dust.
Fountain pens.
Yes.
That's
Dust.
interesting. There's some expensive fountain pens, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, interesting. That's a
I don't
weird
collect
kind
expensive ones. I just collect ones I like.
of... What do you collect, David, besides coins?
That's pretty much it, B. Coins.
You don't have anything else. Come on, you're just not thinking about it. Everybody collects stuff.
Draft Horse Diva asked another question there, Robert.
Okay.
Sorry. 310.
No, it's cool. I just need a
Draft Horse Diva depends on whether it comes back with the enhanced tail feathers or not. The enhanced tail feather is about, I'm just going to throw a number here for an average grade of 68, and I'm going to say about approximately $8,000. If it is not the enhanced tail feather, you can probably cut that price to about $3,000. I'm guessing at both numbers. I have not looked those up there. It's difficult to get. They're scarce, so it'd be best for you to look them up. You can find them. If somebody in the chat wants to look it up, go for it. I don't know.
That's funny.
That's the best way to
He
do it.
likes pins too. Who collects piggy banks? Hi ho,
Bill,
silver. That's funny.
457. You mean something like that you like?
That's nice. I like that one. That's nice.
Coin Pros collecting debt. Yes, the U.S. government is the best at that.
Do you have any fountain pins?
Not with me today, B.
Really? But you collect those too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just a roller ball I have that's a cross.
Yeah, that's nice.
B, I collect the red books. I think I've got them back through 1975.
Really?
Something like that. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
David.
That's interesting. No, that's
I've
interesting.
got them back to 1947. Come on.
Yes, yeah, I got one. What is this one? This one is 48.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I collect a lot of stuff though. Well, not a lot of stuff, weird stuff, of course. Of course it's weird. Of course it's weird. I don't even try. I'm just weird.
Hey, Robert.
I like Matchbox cars. You guys collect those?
When I was a kid.
They got some cool ones now, Brad. Yep. I got like a Federal Express truck. Sorry. I'm feeling better. You should be happy.
So, Amanda, did you have to go back into the office too?
She has to work
again.
today.
That's my daughter, Amanda. But yes, she did.
It's okay. I'm just
okay. I didn't know you get confused very simply. Simple people
I'm
get confused
all the
very
time,
easily.
Robert.
And I'm
Never
just trying to
mind.
help you. But
I'm just reading off.
just to let you know, Blue Moon B, Amanda Wiley, our husband. I mean, this dude collects cars like Brad collects coins, and I'm talking Matchbox and all of those things. So,
I thought you meant Ferraris and Lamborghinis and
he does collect cars that way, but they're mainly those MG midgets, and he gets the collectible ones of those. Yeah, I keep telling him that he hasn't taken whenever he buys a car to drive around, and it's like shit. It's just one size up from your toys.
Trying to think. I collect other stuff and I can't even remember all of it. Just weird stuff. Anything small, mini.
Robert, I can't let you have that when it was a gift.
Trying to see if I have anything. It's all in the bedroom.
Robert's trying to talk me out of my Mont Blanc.
Well, how you doing, Hoop? He has a good eye for better stuff. I'll just put it that way.
I don't know about
I
that.
have a collection I can't talk about.
What's that, B?
I have a collection I can't talk about.
That's sad.
Oh.
I've seen her collection of nude pictures of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm just gonna let your minds just race right now. I'm enjoying it, but I can't talk about it.
I'll be back.
I'll tell you guys after.
Hey, Robert, congratulations on podcast number 53.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for over a year,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I know.
Does it seem
You
like
know what?
it?
I think 53 makes it over a year, but I think we missed one show. I can't remember which one it was, but we missed one show, so we've actually done
Well, you
it.
took time off. You took time off around the holidays too.
That was the one show we missed.
Hi ho silver.
I think you're doing great.
Well,
Sticking
thank
with
you.
it.
I'm glad you got my check. I didn't know my check was. Didn't know you had to worry about that there. And you're gonna ship my items? Hot damn! Phew! I thought she
Idaho
was
silver.
never shipping.
That's funny. Pew pew. I see that.
So does anybody have any honorable mention of how to inventory, storage, or pay for your coin collection? Okay.
You can pay for it by robbing a bank.
This is store.
Okay.
I got one of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
One of
go.
these. I got one of these things, you guys. If I can get it open.
What's the thing?
She can't
It's
work
a
a zipper.
binder. It's a binder that you zip shut. You know, you put your 2x2s in here and you can zip it shut. That's what I like.
We've
Because
been hoping
these-
you were going to zip it for some time, B.
Wow.
He's mean. I can take it. But he better be able to take it if he can dish it out. Okay, so just watch out, Brad. But anyway, this is the one I like, the ones with the zippers, because they fall out. I had something happen to me where I had to move all the stuff really fast, and they fall out of the plastic 2x2. What do you call it? Vinyl sheets or the vinyl pages.
Right.
So yeah, so they have them now with the flap on them, but I didn't have those. So, but anyway, and then if it zips up, it's not going to fall out.
Sure.
Tell Brian further up in the chat there to let us know what question he has on Buffalo coins.
Okay.
We're happy to answer.
I just thought I'd share, Brad. Go
Thank you,
ahead.
B.
It's your turn to talk, Brad.
I just wanted to make sure that somebody in the chat here was able to ask their question.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Buffaloes. I don't know anything specific. You guys handle it. I just wanted to share that. That's the show. Remember today, Brad? Hello?
Oh, Paulie.
It's for storing today, Brad. How you store your coins, how you do your inventory. That's the theme of the show.
I just stuff them in. I just stuff them in my safes.
I thought you were going to say something else.
I am going to take it. I'll tell you what, everything I told you, Draft Horse Diva, you can take and you can literally just erase all that. Here's something I'm going to show you, Brad. I've never seen this, so maybe you can help.
Okay. It's sideways. I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, well, I have never seen. If that came from Cheerios, I've never seen that.
I think they did do it. I can talk now. I could talk a minute ago.
Oh, you're saying that's a Cheerios dollar?
Probably. I don't.
Never heard of that.
Was that the what people? Yeah, I've never seen a paper dollar either, Robert.
No.
Right. So like I said, everything I just told you is off the boards. I've never, ever, ever seen a regular dollar bill come out of it. If anybody in the chat has, let us know.
Not Cheerios. I think it was something else. But I don't think it was Cheerios.
Or golden dollar. Maybe I misunderstood something, but I thought, let me go back up here. I thought that it was
Nielsen sent us $1. You know, the Nielsen ratings, they sent us $1, tried to get us to fill out be one of the Nielsen families. And I'm like, no. They'd send you $1. in the envelope. And then I just got one recently for something else. I don't remember what it was. And it's in
Okay.
the envelope.
This is why I thought, because it says right here, I found a dollar bill. Even though it says
Yeah.
dollar bill, I just thought maybe that was what was incorrect in the statement when it said in the box of Cheerios back in the day, because they only gave out golden dollars, and that was in the year 2000. And they gave
Sacagawea, right?
Pardon me?
It was Sacagawea dollars, right?
Yeah, it was the
Right.
first Sacagawea dollar.
Yeah. So I
And
don't
they
know.
put
I
it
don't know
in,
about the bill.
and if you got the penny, or straight that, if you got the dollar, you got a penny with it. And then most of them just sent out the penny. But one in like I don't know what the number was, but one in so many became I don't know the number. One in so many had the actual dollar coin, and they had two different types. They had a accented hair and one without it. Okay, now draft. They did it in the late 80s. I don't know about that one, Draft Force Steve.
Sacagawea has two types.
No, they
also.
didn't do it in the late 80s, Robert. They did it in the year 2000.
Was it?
I know that, but that's what she just said. I just said I don't know about that one.
The other ones, okay.
Sacagawea had two different dollars, and one of them was the tail feathers are different because they paid her in some way or gave her a bunch of them. The woman that did the design, and they
Those
paid
ones
her
did
with
not have the accented tail.
and her Sacagawea dollars are a little different, and those are worth more. That's all I know.
Robert, Brian at 320 had a follow-up to his question earlier.
Brian at 320. Just bear with me.
Thank you.
That one?
Yeah. So if you're talking about the, what is it, 2009 Buffalo nickel, Robert, is that correct? Those are not valuable, nor are the Buffalo quarters for South Dakota. Those are too new, too available. So no, those are not collectible yet.
Collectible, you can put them in your set of the quarters if you're collecting all the quarters. They're
That's fine, but they're still usually only worth about face value unless you have a silver proof one.
Silver or proof.
Or possibly they may have made, and I'm not certain, a satin one, which the satin may be worth a little bit more, but not much. But I think what Brad's referencing is something to where if you get like a Buffalo nickel, any Buffalo nickel that's got a date and is in reasonable condition is worth X amount of dollars, and it doesn't matter what it is. So
if it was a error or a variety, maybe.
Let's just confuse it a little bit more there, B.
Like, I have a quarter that's reverse clad. It's got a reverse clad. It's missing a layer. And so it's copper. And then, and it's nice. It's an error coin.
That's right. Error is different than what Brad was taking. And I agree with what Brad was taking it for. So
he's going to start that conversation on.
Okay. It's like I told somebody the other day, we were talking about the hobby, and I said, when I took my Numismatic scholarship test, one thing that I learned was how much I didn't know and how much was left to learn. There is just so much to learn. Nobody will. I keep telling people, if a dealer says I know it all, run, because he just lied to you.
Nobody does.
Ain't that right, Brad?
I watch everybody.
I wouldn't know because I know it all.
See, I told you, even that person lies.
But I do have news.
Oh, gosh, he's got news. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Brad.
Personal or business?
It's not that big a deal. I just heard from Nick. She got called into work unexpectedly today. Everything's fine, so don't worry about her.
Okay, Thank you for
Thank
that news
you.
update. I appreciate it. Nick, we love you. You take care and enjoy your day at work.
Yeah,
Bye.
some constitutional crisis in Maine or something. I don't know.
Something
Oh, yeah,
political.
probably because, somebody's probably taking and trying to shred some paperwork now that they got a new FBI person in charge.
Well, I think isn't Maine in charge of admitting the 51st state Canada to the Union?
Might be right about. Well, like I said, they're probably shredding a lot of paperwork right now. Probably all hands on deck, everybody. I need hell. I'll tell you what. I bet you if you don't own stock in a shredding company, you ought to right now. Just saying. I bet you the stocks go up.
Delete those emails, baby.
Well, that bleach bit, that stock's going to
If
go
you
up.
delete them, they're still there.
Not if you have a bleach bit. And all you got to do, if you don't believe me, ask Hillary. She'll tell you. Now, there's one for you, Brad.
Which one?
It's on that.
Oh, foreign coins alone is a lot to learn. No, I understand that. That's why I let Florida-Lena do all my foreign. If you want something done right, hire a foreigner.
She's the best.
You heard it right here from him. Just saying. Floor. Hello, Lisa Henderson. How you doing? And howdy, Ronald. Good to see you. Hoop, good to see you. Good to see everybody here. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. I hope so.
So, Robert, can I amaze you at something that I do know about record keeping?
Well, feel free. Sure.
Somebody told me, I don't know, but they said that an app called Sortly, Sortly, they were using it and they were very happy with it. I don't personally know, but I thought I would pass that along for those that would like to look into it.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question on that Sortly. Is it to put in, do you know the limitations for the lack thereof? In other words,
no, somebody said that they were using it and they were very happy with it. And so I just wrote it down. I haven't, God forbid, I wanted to keep a track of what I have. It's not me.
It's for sorting.
It would take me the rest of my life to enter everything.
Sorting.
Sortly, Sortly.
Oh,
are we taking an?
I was wondering what he was talking
keeping
about.
track of our underwear or of our coins? Shortly, I mean, it don't sound like no coin thing to me.
No, that's shortly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I didn't. That was interesting to you, Brad, huh? Or is it?
That's the only thing I can offer for today, other than buy a big safe and stuff it full. And when you fill it up, buy another one. That's how I store my stuff. I run out of room in a safe, I buy another one.
You know, it's like.
Okay, Dave, do you have anything for inventory storage?
I do. I'd be happy to share.
Man, I'll tell you what, Dave, I'm going to go to you. You take over control and let us know.
Let's see here. Can you see that, Robert?
Yep, but then everybody comes on.
And I know Brad doesn't like storing things on computers, but Elon and I are personal friends, so I store mine on a computer. I've tried a number of different software programs. I wish Just Kevin were here, because I think Just Kevin is the one that asked about inventory management, and this is what I use. Uh-oh.
All you gotta do is hit share this page or share
Uh-oh.
this tab.
Can you see me? Can you see it?
All I see right now is a coin magazine.
Yep. Coin Manage. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I use. It's made by Liberty Street Software. It covers United States. It also covers you can get Canadian, and you can also get the UK. I've really enjoyed using this program. It works great for bullion coins, such as American Eagles. All the U.S. coins are in there, cross-referenced to the industry standard. They're using PCGS numbering system. It provides coin values, and I believe these are based on PCGS, so they might be a little bit high. If you're trying to think what your local coin dealer would give you when you try to sell, you're probably going to be a little bit overvalued. But it's really a nice program, and it has everything. I just renewed my schedule yesterday, or my program yesterday, for the 2025, and all the 2025 coins are well, the ones that have been minted so far. Those are in there. This thing will give you reports. It'll find coins on eBay for you. You can look and see what stuff is sold for. It shows images of each type of coin. It's just and here's some of the reports that you can get out of it. I'm just, and I'm not getting any kickback from these guys. I just really enjoy this program. And
stop there, David. That's a
Pardon?
checklist. What's that now right there? Coin
right
management.
here is you can run a report of a certain type of, if you want to run a report and show what type of Lincoln cents you have in your collection, it'll spit that out. It'll also spit out what Lincoln cents you need to complete your collection. It's just great.
That is nice. That's very nice right there.
It's sweet. It really is. It really is.
So you don't have to go like Brad does.
Yeah.
That's what Brad does. He goes,
yeah. So I've been very pleased with this. I hope just Kevin sees this. And I thought I would quickly.
I think he's here, David. I think I saw him in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, yeah.
I thought I would just quickly here's I'm going to enter in a coin into my collection. So all you do is go down here to the Coin Manage database, click on that, and you'll see that up here, upper left, it's already has the 2025 coins all listed. You name it, it's got half cents, 2-cent pieces,
Foikwangers?
I'm sorry?
Foikwangers?
Oh boy.
No Foikwangers in there?
Is that a U.S. coin?
Kind of.
Oh.
Are you cursing?
No. Haven't you ever seen a Foikwanger cent or 3-cent piece?
I was making a joke. I'm sorry.
No, I have not, Brad.
Yes, but we want to now.
Okay. But let's say I just bought a silver eagle from Robert, and I want to put that into my collection. So I'll go down here to bullion coins, and here's all the different bullion items that are listed. You've got the silver eagles, the gold.
David, you're not moving. Your screen's not moving. You got the wrong screen that you're discussing.
I was wondering what was going on. Yeah.
Oh.
You're on an eBay screen.
Yeah,
So this is moving? Oh.
Yeah, now it's moving.
It wasn't. Yeah, you had it. There you go. Keep going.
I'm going to share. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm going to share a different screen here.
Okay, that's fine. Pull it up and I'll bring it up to it.
He's pretty good with this stuff, David. Better than I am.
Yes, Brian, we are all froze today.
I'm not.
Okay, it should be coming up, Robert.
There you go.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter a silver eagle. So you see me on the left-hand side of the window here.
Yeah.
Click on the silver eagles, and it goes back to 1986, of course. And it runs all the way through. They got the 2025 Eagles in here. So all you do, and by the way, this screen is really handy. It shows an image of the obverse and reverse of the coin. It shows like what it's worth in the different grades. The screen is really helpful, but let's enter one. So I'm going to enter, I'm going to say I bought a 2025 Eagle from Robert, and I go add to current collection with details. Oh, it doesn't show this. Doggone it. Okay. I'm not going to be able
I never sold it to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I guess I'm not going to be able to show you how to do this entirely, but it's really simple to add coins. You can assign. You can say who you bought it from, the date you bought it, what you paid for it. It's just awesome. It really is.
And it's what's it called again, David?
I'm sorry.
What's it called again?
Coin Manage.
Coin Manage.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's by Liberty Street Software. I think the first year price was $59.95, and then for every year after that, it's only a $19.99 upgrade fee, and it's really nice. And you can store all of your information can be stored in the cloud if you want, or you can store it on your hard drive, which I know you like to do that. So
I don't even like to store this kind of information on computers.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have a printable form of all the coins. Pretty much. We made it ourselves, me and RJ. And it's a printable, you can print it up and keep all your stuff on paper if you want.
So is that like an Excel spreadsheet, or?
It's literally like, I can't explain it. I would have to. We took all of these parts of the book, like, where like this part, we took all of these parts of the book and typed them up, and they're all typed up in like so you can put a tick mark there.
Okay.
So you can put a tick mark next to the coin. So it's like the name of the coin and then there's a blank space, name
like
of the
a
coin, blank
checklist?
space. And we did all of them.
Okay.
Pretty much everything that's in this
Brad,
book.
okay,
Weird,
Brad.
huh?
Brad, they're not selling the information. No, sir.
They advertise to you. Hello.
They just don't tell you they're selling it, David. They're
No, they tell
deciding
you.
they're deciding who they're going to rob which day of the week, by looking on there and saying, "Yeah, we'll let David get a few more things before we stop by his house."
Okay.
No,
Robert,
you agree to it, whatever it is.
Robert,
Brad,
I'm
you
done.
agree to it.
I'm done.
Okay.
Through when you
Sorry, David.
you accept the agreement, there'll be an agreement at the bottom of everything, Brad. Hello. It'll say, do you accept the agreement? And nobody ever reads the whole thing. So you know that you accepted it at some point in some fancy sentence.
I just put stickers on the back of my holders, or right on the back of the holder.
That's good. Ding.
But Brad, you must use some sort of spreadsheet or something. How? So you just use, if it's in my coin case, I've got it, and if it's not there, I don't have it. Is that what you do?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
There's a lot of people like that. I don't believe him for a hot second.
You can ask Robert.
I don't believe you for one.
I don't have a good filing system.
You're too uptight. Yeah, you're an uptight. You're too uptight for that. I'm not buying it.
That's fine.
No way. He's lying.
Let's see, you got that.
Hey, you just didn't get to come in and see the operation. We kept you out on the street.
No, he didn't.
I got him right here.
I think you have a very nice shot, Brad. It's nice.
Thank you.
But I think you're full of it a lot.
Not on this one.
No, well, and some people don't keep records because of taxes.
I wasn't going to go there, but I was thinking
You
the
just
same
go like
thing.
this. There's people that I know customers that have said this, and they're like, oh, it's all up here in my brain. I have all my records in my brain. And I go, yeah, they don't care.
Well, just ace that here. I don't.
Hey, Robert, why don't you mute yourself if you're going to have a private conversation?
Because I am not taking and talking about stuff that I'm not bashful about. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. However, guys, I was going to share a few things that I taken. We'll just go this way. Okay, everybody, here's the deal. For your inventory storage, paying for your collection, you name it. Let's get into a little bit of a sense. Right now, I don't know why, but I'm going to have to change Brad's name to Grumpy. Either way, here we go. There stores coins for your inventory. I'll get to the inventory first, but let's start with storing them. One of the all-time favorites is a 2x2 right here. It's just a piece of cardboard with a cellophane on them. That's probably the most inexpensive way to take and to store your coins. They will store for a long time. Right here, just to give you an example. Now, this here is the crown size, 2.5 by 2.5. But I figured it'd be easy for you guys to see. You guys have seen this before. Here's a 2x2. But again, I store my coins in those. Now, other people, just so you know, they may use something that is a little bit stronger. Like this here is plastic holder on it. Okay. With a gasket, but it's a hard plastic. You don't have to worry so much about your coins getting affected by if something hits it. It's okay. Now, as you can see, this is also in a plastic 2x2. Now these are okay, but you want to be cautious. Some of these have PVC. If these are soft and they bend real easy, they have more PVC, and you do not necessarily want to put a coin in there for long term. If it's short term, it's okay. You can do it. But when I mean short term, I'm saying a week or less. That's what I would suggest. Now, this is one I would allow a coin to stay in this one for about a month because it's not that bad, but I feel it has some PVC. But if I was to bend this too much, I could break it. It's got that much inheritance fee as far as that little of I just know there's not that much PVC in it. Personally, I use a max stapler. I happen to see what Bill 457 said. The reason I use that, it gives me flat staples. Right there's a flat stapler. Now, I do get coins from time to time from companies like that Brad Karloff, his one partner don't like flat staplers, so I've got a pair of pliers. Notice there is no jaws, there's no reading or anything. If I come over to, let's pretend that these were not flat staples and I do this, it does not leave any impressions on that. Now, some people like Brad that's got a lot of money and don't care, they'll use these little pouches, okay, to store their coins. They used to do this a lot back in the old days, and there's nothing wrong with them. But I mean, you don't have to worry about staples taking and scratching your coins, things of that nature. It's a real nice way of doing it. Now, if we want to move up a little bit farther, we can go into a third-party grading company. Now, this is only one. You got NGC, PCGS, ANEX. I mean, here, I can show you. Ford brought me out. I got an ANEX one right here, and they all do the same purpose. It's just a real good way to store your coins, and you don't have to worry about them getting damaged. Now, I do want to point out, just so that you guys know, all my coins, I code them. That's my code. Go back, just so you know, this here's the one I showed earlier. I'm sorry. That one right there. Well, I take, and on the back, there's a code. Now, what I've learned to do, just for your guys' information, is whenever I take and go to a store or a show and I buy coins, because from time to time, I did not take the time right away to code them. Then I'm fighting, looking for a receipt, what I pay for it. So now, whenever I get home, I just spend an hour, 2 hours, whatever it takes, and I'll just buy them, and I will take and put a code on them. That way there, I know what I paid for it. I don't have to look back on it down the road. Now, and now the way some people collect, right here, they will take and they will buy, and they buy things by the roll, okay? I mean, you got that. Here's another roll. You can just get them by the rolls. People do that. Here's another one. This one here. I mean, that's the way some people store them as well. Now, I could go on and on and on, but it don't much matter. My 2-bys, I use 2-by boxes, and what I'll do is I organize them. Like, let's just say this one here. I start at the half cents and move up to whatever I go up to. Once the box, I do not fill them all the way up. I try to keep room in there so I don't have to worry about pushing the coins in and out. There's plenty of room in there, so you don't have to worry about breaking off this plastic protection, because once you do that, you got to either 1, reflip them, 2, if you don't notice about it, what will happen is your coins will start to tone, and some may be nice, but some may be ugly. So it's a way of preventing it from taking and well, that's why I do not store. I keep them very, very loose in the box. Now, there are other boxes you can get. Let me see here. This one here is a little bit longer, okay? Just so you guys know. Give you an ideal comparison. So there's just different sizes. This box here will hold slabs, but it's also good for the 2.5 by 2.5 crowns if you happen to have a lot of crowns or crown sized coins. It's just, it's up to you, whatever preference you want. Now, your slabs, they got boxes for you to carry them in there as well. So you can take and you can store your coins in there. They hold 20 normally. They'll hold 20. They do have some variants to that. I know all the major companies have boxes. This one here is a PCGS box. Okay. And if you don't have them and you need one, you can usually buy them anywhere from $5 to $8 a box from a dealer, or get a bunch of coin slabs and they'll send you a box. But I do know on like eBay and stuff, they will take and they will sell the boxes by themselves, and they run anywhere from $5 to $8 depending. I'm not certain what. Maybe Brad can tell you when he comes back. I believe like Whitman sells just a box by itself. You can buy them from your local coin dealers if they stock them. Again, we can ask him, see if he knows the numbers, but that's a way to store them. Real quick, I'm going to just go over this because we talked about coin collecting, even though this is a sleeve for collecting bills, currency. They come in various sizes as well. Okay, now, just as an FYI, what David was talking about is great, but you know what? I am a little leery of I would be leery of putting my inventory online. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because quite frankly, once you get the inventory, you got to find out where it's at. And you know what? I don't know where David stores his stuff. I don't know if he's got it in a pirate ship that is anchored off of his property. I have no idea. But right here, I know at all times, but I do a lot of buying and selling. Now, my personal, just as an FYI, because I forgot to show you, some people will store their stuff by putting it together in a collection this way. Now, this is my second book, but either way. Now, I've seen people write in these and put their what they paid for them in here. I've seen them also take and put them over here to where they just write the numbers down through here. I don't want to mess that book up. Those books are kind of expensive. So what do? I put them all in here. This is what I've taken them out of the 2-bys, and I put the price in here so I know how much I paid for it. That's just a few ways of how I do it. How you do it is up to you. You can make it as personable as you want. I'm just giving you some ideas of how I do it, how I keep track of my collection. I've never always done it. I just started doing it this way within the last 10 years, but it keeps track of everything I have. Yes, Robert Pintoff is correct. You can have, as he put down there, Robert, he can have ROBET equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolutely correct. You can use whatever code you want, and it's your personal and private code. Now, there's some people that will be able to figure it out. Don't much matter. It's up to you how you do that code, but most people go and they just use it for the first 10 digits, and that's 0 up to 9. And then they just take it, after that. But it's just for them. So, but there you go. There's my way. And I'm going to bring everybody back. And voila, Brad's gone. Good. No. Okay.
Things, Robert, that I could show that I didn't think about at the time, how I store stuff. Can I show you guys?
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, this is from Harbor Freight. Everybody knows Harbor Freight.
Harbor
Freight. Tools, tools. And this is like $3.50. It has a window right here where you can put the label of whatever you want in there. So it's basically like a bank bag.
Oh,
You know what a
okay.
bank bag is?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So that's basically what it's like. I mean, all the bank bags that I've used over the years look like this. And they say Bank of America or something like that on them. But look at this, $3.50, you guys. And it has like a bottom in it. Look.
So do you put your 2x2s in there, or
If you well, you can put in all kinds of stuff, jewelry, anything like valuables, and then
okay,
stack it in your safe.
okay,
You know what I mean? And then here's another one. Here's another one that I use, but I don't use this for necessarily coins, other things. And it's a Harbor Freight. Check it out.
wow,
It's a soft side tool bag, and you can put all your, it's like a snaps here and stuff. Yeah.
okay,
And another thing I use to store stuff is camera bags. Cameras
right,
for expensive cameras.
yep,
Like this.
there you go.
Yeah. And stuff like that. And then you guys know about the Velveeta boxes.
Oh yeah,
Velveeta cheese. I've always been into that kind of stuff. I have a couple other ones if you guys want to wait a second, and I'll be right back.
Okay, well, right here. There you go. Okay. There you go, Brad.
ah,
Okay, I got it. Whenever you're.
oh, he's
I can't
muted.
unmute you, Brad. You're muted. I cannot unmute you.
I
Where-
just try to fill them up. Once you fill up one of these bad boys, you just buy another one.
Where's the rooster? There he is. There he is.
Standing guard on top of one of the safes. Yeah, Rasputin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rasputin's still there. So. There we go. Back to normal. B's drinking.
There you go.
What? Is that where you're putting your coins? You drink,
the top came off.
you rinse it out and drop your 3-cent pieces or gold dollars in there.
This part comes out. This part comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one doesn't want to come off right now. But I have another one. I have one that says spam on it.
Freaking buddy. I don't think he's going to do that.
Yeah,
I was right there. I write the combination on the front of the safe so I don't forget it.
Okay. And my piggy bank. Anyway.
To let you know there, just plain Kevin, that back door, yeah, it's back there. Good luck. I'd like to see somebody get in it.
He can't even get in it.
Sometimes. Oh, I promise you, Brad could not get in it with the key from the back door unless it's open from the inside. I assure you of that.
I remember that. I was there, Robert. Remember?
No, hon. You're not what.
I'm at the other store.
Yeah, he's at a different store.
B. Is that one worse?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I won't go there, Brad.
We booby trap everything at night.
I worked at a bar that was like Jack Daniels safe. How the story of Jack Daniels died. You guys know that, right? You know the story of Jack Daniels?
No, fell into a vat?
No, so he had a safe that he had a hard time getting open. And I feel that pain. It can be very frustrating, especially if you're in a hurry. And so anyway, I guess he kicked it and he kept kicking it. And then one day he finally did it and he broke the front of his foot and didn't go in and have it set. And I guess it went gangrene and he eventually died.
Ooh.
That's how Jack Daniels died. Well, that's what
all he had to do
that's
was
the
cook
legend.
it
That's the
in one of
story
his,
I was told.
one of his barrels.
But I mean, there was a safe that I was using at one of the bars that I worked at, and I used to just sit there and want to cry because I couldn't get it open. And it was a big one, Brad, one of those big old, and Robert, you would know.
B was having a hard time with a big one. Okay.
Oh no, one of those big safes. I'm serious, Brad. It used to make me want to cry. I couldn't get into it. Oh my God, because it was so.
If you move some of the shelves, you fit better.
Oh, it was this big, Brad. The safe was this big. It wasn't going anywhere. It was in downtown Portland. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys should read some of the stories about downtown Portland. It seems like nothing's going on, but you don't know. Yeah. Because I'm not from here originally. So I thought people, they say keep Portland weird. Oh, yeah. It's a true story. Yeah, buddy.
The weird meter went way up when you moved there.
No, I don't think so. Some of them are very scary. People seem very nice and everything, but just trust them.
Kind of like coin dealers.
It's like that.
Right, Robert?
Yeah.
There are like 0 in Portland. There's like 1, Brad, downtown, like 1.
Yeah. What's their name?
RJ goes there.
Coins Plus.
I don't even go there.
Or is that in Seattle? I can't remember.
I don't want to go to the coin store because there's one in Beaverton, but she has a YouTube channel. His name's Harry. I don't know.
She has a YouTube channel and
he has a coin store and his name is Harry.
Oh,
it's in Beaverton.
I thought that was is that Bigfoot coins or what?
I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Harry's Coins or something like that, Brad. But I haven't been there yet.
I don't buy Harry coins. I only buy ones that are well shorn.
There's a guy. What is his name? Silver Dragon. Is it Silver Dragon that goes there? I think. And then he does talk to the coin dealer and stuff like that, and puts it on YouTube. And then there's another guy, Silver Yankee. He does Tim. Tim's on the East Coast. You know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
Thank you, David.
Yep.
I watch both those guys. And I watch coin.
Yeah, it was fun watching Tim when they were talking about the last show I seen. They were talking about gold. If they take and revalue gold to cover the debt, and I tend to agree with what Tim said, which is if they revalue the gold to cover the debt, he said he's leaving his shop. He's just leaving. He's leaving the entire United States of America, getting out, because all hell's going to break loose, which I tend to agree with him, because they were talking about gold had to go up to $100,000 and some odd $1,000 an ounce, or maybe it was 14,000, whatever it was a lot of money. And he's like, could you just imagine what it would be like?
You were watching the same one I did, I think. I think I watched that episode.
Yeah, it'd be the Wild Wild West.
I can't remember what his last.
Well, yeah, I think what Bill Forsyth said. Yeah, he's right. The whole world would just go crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're itching right now. The stockbrokers, they're all. Yeah, they are. He's right.
Bill said 125,000 an ounce is what they were talking. Yeah, and it's like if it goes to 125,000 an ounce, I'll put it. Could you imagine the amount of protection you'd have to have if you had a jewelry store, a coin store, a pawn shop, you name it? Those right there, those three there, they'd have to hire all the security in the city.
Where was that on YouTube where I saw they had a gas station where there was guys that were armed? Did anybody else see that? It was a gas station and they had armed guards there for people so they could get gas without getting robbed.
B, if you go to the Philippines or many third world countries, I don't care. You go to a 7-Eleven, go to a McDonald's, go to, you name it, go to Krispy Kreme. They have armed guards there.
So
you go into a mall in the Philippines, the Mall of Asia. Before you go in, you will be searched from head to toe. And I assure you,
go
you
shopping?
will not be taken to go shopping. But I promise you, once you get in there, you ain't got to worry about taking and having nobody.
That's interesting.
I mean, you're safe as can be.
Yeah, it's a whole different type of ball game over there. Yeah, it's a whole. Yeah, it's very interesting.
You go to school B. Guess what? They got armed guards there, but you don't ever have to worry about anybody taking and getting out of hand.
You get felt up a lot.
No, but you're still in the Philippines.
I assure you, you go there.
TSA is too much.
You would. I tell the one story, B. The only time I ever felt a little uncomfortable is when they had a politician come to the city of Antipolo, and they had probably all of a sudden this nice, gentle store that was very, very, people walking about. I never worried about nothing, but they had all of a sudden there was just armed military everywhere. Yeah. And I was a little concerned, not for the military. That didn't bother me. It was just, what the hell are they here for? I thought maybe Japan was getting ready to invade or something. I didn't realize it was just because it was a politician.
So you guys think it's like that because the world just got completely out of control and
that's normal.
Yeah.
They don't want you don't have to. I promise you, you can go to a lot of places in the Philippines and you never have to worry about walking anywhere. I've never felt safer. The only time I ever felt unsafe was in a large city, Manila, population 10 million. There is an area of town that if I drove there, I want the doors locked. That's it.
It's interesting.
Robert Pintoff, I'm not going to answer that question. It's sort of kind of a self-answering question if you think about it for a minute, but I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, it depends
on what. Polly Boo, they don't have to search you there. But I will tell you one thing, Polly Boo, they have men search men, women search women.
That's no fun.
Some people would think it was fun.
If your wife's with you, how long do you want? Well, never mind. I'm not going to answer or ask that question.
Yeah, stay away from that, Robert.
I am. Thank you. I thought more about it after I started to ask. It's like, I'm stopping. Yep, mall, school, mini shop, gas station, condo, etc. You go into a shopping mall. I promise you, you're getting searched.
Strip search me, yeah. Some people go like this, go for it.
Well, no, B. What Floor's saying is we took and went into a shopping mall one time. Normally, you have a man and a woman. I don't know if the guy had to go to the bathroom or what, but there was only a female, and I ended up, everyone gets searched, I don't care who. And I ended up getting searched by a female. And I promise you, they don't mind searching everywhere.
And you tell them, you go, no, not right there, over there.
No, you don't say that to them. You let them, or you will you'll be in some deep shit. You know what? I love the way the people here in America, oh, you can't do that. Yeah, okay, go over there and do that. See what happens.
No, there's some people in America, Robert, that will enjoy it too much.
Nope. One time you'll do it, and then you go to prison, and the prison over there is nothing like it is here. And you stay there.
Lonely.
You don't get
lonely, Robert. They're that lonely.
Yeah, okay. Have fun with it. I say go over there and have fun with it.
I don't want to do it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I'm just saying there are some, Robert. You know there always is some like that.
You better
you know,
take it serious over there, is all I gotta
and all
say.
the rest of us are like, why? You know, but there's just some people that like it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's always one, Robert.
Floor. All right, Floor.
Well, that's
What
the
is
other thing,
Floralita
David.
saying? I just want to know what she's
Hey,
saying.
David, it's like,
Wow, Flora. That's what she knows what I'm saying. She understands what I'm trying to say.
that's right, yo, fan.
Floralita, every time at the TSA, I get molested a lot. I'm not happy with it. I'm actually serious. Fucking, it's not cool, you guys. You know, because everybody else is going, come on, we're waiting. You know, because they went through it really quick, and I'm getting strip searched
No,
at like,
they're not going to. You go through, like I said, I
it's
promise you,
happened
they
so
go
many
through.
times,
It's
Robert.
pretty uniform.
It's just happened way too many times for it to be something. I don't know what it is.
You're thinking like an American bee, thinking that the rest of the world thinks the way you do. You're sadly mistaken. They don't.
No. You don't understand what I'm talking about.
Okay. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna drop it right
Yeah, you
there.
probably should. I would be already leaving. I would shoot.
Okay, Bill, was it a good thing or a bad thing? That's what everyone wants to know.
Oh, it's a comedy show going on up here all the time. It's just I can't. I have
Really,
a filter.
B? Really?
I have
thought
a filter, and I
B.
don't
Come
say
on,
everything on my mind like Brad does.
that
It
is
just
not a
comes out
comedy
of his
show.
mouth.
That's a tragedy.
Oh, at least I have a filter, Brad. Yeah, he's cheap. He has no filter.
There you go, Brad. One for you.
People are thinking that they're going to stop minting coins. I don't know.
I agree with you though that they're not going to get rid of them. They're just going to let them go away. They'll just slowly go away. You know.
We're not going to get rid of them. We're just going to let them slowly go away.
Yeah, I think that's
like we're not going to make them extinct. We're just going to let them die off.
Isn't that how they do everything?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the logic. It goes back to that tragedy that's going on up there.
For you?
No,
not me. There's no tragedy going on.
You're welcome, B. I moved you away from him to make you safer.
Thank you.
I can reach.
He needs safety around him. Look at he's
now
right
he's
next
the one.
to you, David.
He's the one that you would have to watch out for at the shopping mall.
So, you know what he reminds me of, Robert? Let me tell you. When I was in elementary school and stuff, I was in Campfire Girls, and we used to do the parade every year. We did the parade in my hometown, and there was these guys called the Shriners. Remember those guys? They ride the little motorcycles.
Yeah, they're still around.
Yeah, they got the hat. Yeah.
How do you think all the little girls feel about them guys?
Probably not real good.
Yeah. They used to squeeze my hand funny and try to hug on me.
What? No.
Okay, now look, they got their own handshake because they act like they're in a club or something. And, you know, they do that. Women, it's not the same, you guys. See, we are not like you guys. Anyway, so, you know, they come up and they go, hi, and they want to squeeze your hand and talk to you and everything. And I'm like, geez. I was like 10, 11 years old or something, 8, 9, 10. Jeez.
With a wonderful imagination, I assume.
We did not like them. We did not like them. All the little girls, most of us didn't like them. I'm sure there were some because they're always some. But we didn't like them. Can I use the word pervert? Okay. Just saying. It went on for years. Years and years. Yeah. Anyway. What are we talking about, guys?
Edit. Can
I
we
just
edit
bought-
this? Can we
I
edit this
just bought-
portion out of the program, Robert?
I was hoping.
I just got that coin from who is it, Robert or Joe? That is the Mason tag or whatever. It's like a coin and it's blank. Ooh.
Yes.
So what is your
Masonic
feelings on that, Brad? You feel very uncomfortable. What are your feelings on that?
On what?
Masonic Temple and the Masons and the Club of Clubs. Are you one?
No.
Are you one, Robert?
No.
What about you, David?
No.
No?
I know they're pretty secretive.
Yeah, so you guys could be lying and I wouldn't know.
Look,
so.
any club that would have me as a member, I don't want to be a part of.
You've
Me
never
neither.
been part of a club? Really? You're not part of any club right now, Brad.
No.
Really?
Can we somehow get back to coins, guys?
Well, I'm waiting.
I am part of the Cincinnati Numismatic Association, B.
Right.
See,
How's
you
that?
are. He is part of a club. And Robert, do you belong to the ANA or whatever?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you
And
do.
I'm also a lifetime member of the Cincinnati Coin Club.
Interesting. I'm just curious.
Yes, I've got 2 memberships that I've been in since 1990 something. I got my 25-year pen from the ANA, so however many 25 years ago.
Yeah, I'm coming up on my 50-year pin soon.
Okay, you got in before me. What can I say?
He's old.
I'm older than you are. Yes, thanks, B.
Okay.
I'm happy because I'm the youngest one sitting here. I'm not always the youngest one anymore. You know? Not like that. It's the truth, though.
Thank you, Jim.
Anyway, go ahead, guys. I'm all ears.
Brad, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So when you go to a coin show or when I go to a coin show, video is frowned upon.
Yes.
Is that a good policy in your opinion?
It's a great
Daniel
policy.
Pardon me?
It's a great policy.
It is. Okay.
Sure. Now, would you want somebody taking video of you standing behind your table and what's in your case so that they can decide you're the guy they want to rob out in the parking lot or on the highway?
Oh, okay. Let's say I don't record your face. I just record your merchandise.
Well, you have to ask, first of all.
Right.
But
right.
Also, if somebody randomly at a coin show say, "Can I record your merchandise?" I'm going to say no. If somebody says, "Can I take a picture of these 2 coins? I might have a sale for them." That's yes. So, but it's just too easy for people to tag you otherwise.
Okay.
I mean, I saw people going up and down the aisle at Fun one year, and they were being kind of secretive. They had their phone like close to their body, but they were obviously, going. And I called Kenny at security, and they came and had them erase the video from their phone and told them that they needed to leave if they were going to do that. That was just that was a little too weird.
Remember Google glasses? Do you guys remember those?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, they just came out with them, but okay.
Yeah, and they would record everything. It's like
No, they still do, D.
I'm sure they at a coin show.
Now they don't have Google glasses; they have Apple glasses, and they're recording as they go.
There you go.
I'm sure at every coin show there's a lot of recording going on that you don't know about.
Yeah,
but
it's dangerous.
There shouldn't be.
Yeah,
David, let me approach this. Some dealers are getting into letting them. However, most of the time, what they're doing is it is for editing and to be shown at a later date. It's
Right.
not for a
Right.
live
It's not
video right
live.
there and then.
Right.
Right.
Right. It's a week later. So
Right. But David, now we take, and at the Cincinnati Sharonville show, we have a person that will go do live. But
Right.
what we're usually doing on our live is we're one out in the hallway, or two, we do have a live that if I could ever get my damn cameraman to do the right thing, we had it where we was going to exhibitions to where like we had Lincoln one time sitting there
Right.
talking,
Yep.
something like that live, just to show people some of the fun you can have. Another was somebody was showing how to do a hammer die for ancient coins. Again, something fun. You know, there's activities that all these shows that I think would be wonderful to show even live. But I do understand Brad's point, and I am totally for that. And what they should do is, as Brad said, first, ask permission. Second, it's better not to show faces. I totally agree with that. So, yeah, I mean, but I will say this also: it seems like the younger generation is getting more allowing it to happen.
Right.
But I'm not certain it's the smartest thing, David, because as Brad says, I do know there's a lot of people, and especially with the economy getting ready to tighten up even more than it is right now, it's my opinion, probably would be good that if you're doing a video, you do it at a later date,
Right.
and or do not show no faces. And I don't know, that gets a little hairy right there. So
Okay.
Need to be
yeah,
careful.
Carolina said it
Very
too.
careful.
You can also cover their faces using emoji when they go in the editing process.
I
Right.
saw the craziest video on YouTube one time. This lady was leaving the bank. She got in her vehicle. She was driving away. She went up, like the bank is right here. She went up to a four-way stop. This guy came out of nowhere, ran up, on the back of her hood or the trunk of her car, broke her window, reached in, grabbed her purse, and ran away. Holy smoke. She
Wow.
had a ton of money in there. She had just taken a bunch of cash or something out of the bank, and he was in the bank at the time. That's how he knew.
Well, yeah.
Crazy stuff.
A lot
So
of
you gotta
times
be
we took,
careful.
and 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, we was at the Sharonville show, and because dealers, they do pay attention, and Brad knows about Doug with the Numismatic crime unit. He is always sending emails. You should get signed up with him, and he sends emails with photographs of people known to be thieves. And we took in, there was one guy who came to the Sharonville show. We noticed, one of the dealers noticed him, came up to me because at the time I was sort of kind of just helping Paul, and I ended up getting a hold of the policeman when the guy was watching us, and he seen I was speaking with the policeman, and we was looking at him. He hightailed it out with a quickness. Nobody got robbed. No one had any problems. He left the entire area because we had the police out in the parking lot looking for him. So be aware of your surroundings. That's something you want to pay attention to anytime you're at any show. I mean, that's just a little bit of suggestion.
Used to pay people at the bar their poker winnings, Robert. You know how they have poker machines? And I used to have to pay people their winnings. And some of the women and stuff, I would literally take them in the kitchen and count it back to them in the kitchen because I didn't want any of the customers to see what they won.
Right.
But the machine will say what you won on the flipping machine. So you have to tell the woman, just put another dollar in it. That's why a lot of them just put another dollar in it so that winning amount will leave the screen. And I'd take them into the kitchen, and then I'd have the bouncer walk them out to their car.
I'm in favor of just carrying large caliber firearms and leaving large gaping wounds.
Oh yeah, Smith & Wesson. This property is protected by Smith & Wesson. Yeah, I agree with that too. Everyone should have something like that. And well, not everyone, I guess. It's not for everyone. But some of us, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, air tags is a thing now. Yeah.
Just as an FYI, guys, now, Hoop, just so you know, there is a program or an app you can get for your phone that you can put it on your phone, and then you can go around and you can search your automobile, and it will let you know if there's an air tag on your vehicle. We have had that. Mark A, he comes to our channel a lot. He has that app, and he checks our vehicles anytime we're at a store for that exact reason, Hoop. So, yes, there's, the thieves are always, or the crooks, the criminals, whatever you want to call them. They're always going to take and get smarter, and they're going to advance with technology. So you have to keep up with them and do the same thing to protect yourself. So I would strongly suggest you look up the app. It'll tell you if there's an air tag in that area, so that you will know if somebody has taken and air tagged your car. I've seen it happen, and we've actually called the police and had them investigate just that. So that was at a show in the Ohio area. Now it was up, I want to say it was up near, I believe it was Dayton. Yeah, Ford just said yes. So, yep. But there you go, Hoop. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Want to do something coin related?
Yeah, well, that was coin related.
That would be nice.
Go ahead.
That would be super cool.
Come on, what?
Just a second. I had.
What the hell is your problem?
Share screen.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll look for it.
Hold on. Photos.
I'm waiting.
When I hit share, it keeps going away. I don't know.
Okay, when you hit present, hit share screen, and then it's going to give you choose what screen you want to share.
Yeah, hit the
and
window tab.
You tap one of those.
Yep.
Select a tab.
Window.
When you hit share screen.
Hold on just a second. Let me get out of here. Let me cancel.
I have to check that thing out, David.
So I hit present. Do I open my file first?
It should be open first, yes.
All right. So I have my photos up there, and then I hit present.
Yes.
And the photos
hit share screen. No, share screen.
Where I don't have share screen.
It'll be all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, it says mute, stop cam, settings, present.
Present.
Right. So when I hit present, the screen with the photographs goes away.
Is it underneath?
He's got that damn MacBook. I don't know how they read.
Minimize and see if it's underneath some of your other windows.
I don't know how Macs work, guys.
I don't like the one that splits the screens already.
Hold it.
There it is, Brad. It's come up.
There we go.
I can pull it up if you want.
It's there.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay. So just for fun, I have images of some cud dimes that I have. And we'll talk a little bit about what's a cud, what's a retained cud, things like that. So if you look on this photograph over UNI of United, that is a full cud. You can see how it's mounded up like a mesa out in the desert, and it's higher than the rim. So if this coin was not slabbed and you would look at a cross section, this area would be much higher than any other part of the coin. And as such, if they remained in circulation, that area became very flat and worn very quickly. And if it was only in circulation for a short period of time like this one, if you look carefully, you can see where it's much lighter silver highlights on the very top of the cud. So that is something to pay attention to. There's another picture of the same coin at an angle. You can see how high the metal is, because a cud happens when a piece of the die is missing and metal is able to flow into that recess uncontrolled. So this is a pre-cud crack. If you look at stars 2, 3, and 4, there is an arcing die crack that goes from the rim into the stars and back to the rim. So that is a pre-cud crack. Eventually, that area comes out of the die and becomes a cud. In between that, it'll be a retained cud, and we'll see some retained cuds later in the presentation. Here's another cud at ITE of United. Then if you look at the ATES, you'll say, oh, it's got two cuds. No, that's not a cud. That is a die bulge. And die bulges sometimes can fool people into thinking they're cuds, especially on well-worn coins. There is a die bulge at star 13. The die bulge happens because the steel of the working die has an area of impurities just underneath the surface, and through repeated blows of the die making coins, that area of impurities compresses and creates a low spot in the working die, which creates then this, I tell people they look like Indian mounds. People in Ohio will know what I'm talking about. So it creates a lump on the coin, but that is not a cud. There's no piece of the die missing. Here is the most famous cud in the bust dime series. If you look at stars 8, 9, 10, and 11, there is a large piece of the rim missing along that area. There's a better picture of it. And that's just a bad picture. Let's go for something else. Here is a cud over UNI. And there's a cud at stars 8 to 9 on the rim. This is another one that has a pre-cud crack, the big die break. All right, so here's a cud and a retained cud. So you can see the cud there at the A of America and the two arrowheads. See how high that area is. If you look at the area from the middle arrowhead through the 0 and 10C, you can see where that heavy die crack goes all the way back to the rim, and the surface of the die is beginning to become displaced in that area. So one of the sides of the die crack will be higher than the other.
So that would be considered a retained cud at that point, wouldn't it?
That's right. Here's another one in an earlier die state where the full cud on the other piece is but a retained cud on this piece. So you can see that there is definitely displacement of the field of the die, but you can still see dentals in the area of what will become that cud. See the difference when I flip between the two? It was in this state before it became that state. See how there's no big die crack through the 0 of 10C here? It's just starting in through the arrowheads That's the same die marriage in a different die state. You also see at the M of America, there's a big die crack through the M of America into the eagle's wing. And it actually comes all the way through the wing and comes out of the wingtip, but it's not yet present there.
Nice.
Here is another retained cud. If you look closely at EDAM, you can see it there. That is a very worn coin with the same retained cud, a pre-cud crack that we talked about earlier. This one's just heavier. See, it's just barely starting to displace things there.
Okay, can you explain the difference between a retained cud and just the die crack before it becomes a retained cud?
Okay, so the pre-cud crack, the field on both sides of the die crack is at the same level. On a retained cud, one of the sides of the die crack has started to move. The facing of the die, it sinks or rises above the other side of the die crack.
Thank you.
Sure.
So I was going to say something about that. So like maybe sometimes the cracks are so fine you can't see them right away, and as the coin tarnishes or tones or whatever, you can see it more and it moves more, like Robert was just saying.
Well,
it
no,
starts to move.
The movement is actually in the metal of the die, and this is a very good example here.
That's interesting.
So this is an earlier die or a middle die state of that coin we were looking at before. So you can see that there are two retained cuds here. One of them through MERI of America. And you see how the portion towards the rim, from the bottom of the letters to the rim, that is higher than the field between the bottom of the letters and the eagle's wing. And it's even more pronounced at the arrowheads. That piece of the die is still there, but there is displacement in the field.
Right. And just so you guys know, the reason it's going higher on the coin is because it's actually dropping down on the die. The die is lower in that area. And what's happening is the metal is filling it from the planchet, so it'll go higher on the planchet. I just want to try and clarify that for them.
Yes. Positive on a coin is negative on a die.
And vice versa. But yes, thank you.
That's what I was talking about. Yay. Good.
Okay, here's one. This is probably still a retained cud because the height of the area isn't above the rim. So this is an extreme retained cud. People, though, label these as cuds all the time and collect them as cuds, even though it's by definition not a true cud.
Could it be because of the wear that makes it look like a cud as opposed to it being a retained cud with an earlier
right, because some of the little bit of design that was left in that area is probably worn off.
Okay, but I'm just saying, so with it being circulated as it is, if let's say that was a Gem BU example of that coin, they would show that it was a retained cud where
you probably would be able to see some of the dentals and some ghosting of the letters. You might, in hand, you can probably still see some ghosting of the letters. I noticed over here, Bill 457 just asked, opposite side of the cud, does it get a Blakesley effect? Not always, but on the other side of the coin, on the obverse of the coin, if it's a full cud, that area opposite the cud or an extremely advanced retained cud will not have the detail necessary. There's an 1832 half dime that has a huge reverse retained cud right opposite the date, and it sucks the metal away from the date, and you, even on an AU coin, hardly can read the date on that particular die state of that 1832 half dime. Now, see, even though this looks really much like a cud, if you look at ER of America in that raised area, you can still read ER of America. So that is a retained cud, not a full cud. Here is the same coin in an earlier die state that the displacement is not as heavy. And let's see. Oh, this has a retained cud at EDSTA. It's a very, very light one, but you can see the heavy die crack right through the left side of the E to the edge of the scroll.
And looking at the level, it looks like it's a retained cud.
It's beginning, yeah. Yes, it is a retained cud. There is displacement there. And that's it. I just put up a few photographs to give you an idea of the difference there.
Well, thank you. That was nice.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Brad. See?
Thanks, Brad.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to show, to give
There
you an
you
idea.
go.
If you want to take and tell them the Blakesley, like they were talking, because this one will give a good example of it.
So, yes, if you look at 12 o'clock on that coin, there's no Blakesley effect. But if you turn the coin over, Robert, and look at 12 o'clock there, that's directly opposite that cud. See how dished out the surface is? Because the metal flows to areas of least resistance. So that's why with bust halves, you have a weak EPLU of E pluribus, because that's directly opposite the end of Miss Liberty's bust. And all of the metal flowed into that big void. So same principle here.
Also notice that there was
you got a nice retained cud there too, Robert.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. The retained cud on this coin as well, guys, on the United. So that the obverse and the reverse of this die was both just disintegrating.
Because the retained cud is called that because it looks like it's actually being retained.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Yes, part of the die.
A full cud. That piece of the die is gonzo.
Yep,
it's on the floor of the mint. Yeah. It got swept up.
Right.
And they're on machines, so nobody's like paying attention, right, you guys? So there's like maybe somebody inspector, or there's a light going off, beep, beep, beep.
Well, no, what it is most of your operators for the machines at the mints, they operate more than one machine. They may have 3 to 5 machines.
He just hasn't picked them all up yet.
They don't, they don't need to just I used to think the same thing, that there's one operator per machine. It don't work that way. At least when I watched them, now I've been to Philadelphia and Denver when they were actually operating the machines. I got to watch them, and one of the persons that was actually operating the coin machine, he would be operating at Philadelphia. He was operating 3, and at Denver, the guy was only operating 2. Now, I'm not saying that was his limit. I don't know that, because at Philadelphia, there was 6 machines right in the room that was able to watch. And in Denver, there was only 4 machines in that area. But it seems to me when I was at Denver, 2 of them was operating $half and 2 of them was operating quarters at that time that we was doing our tour.
Okay, I'm going to make a comment. It's probably not going to be a very popular comment, but
none of yours are.
I think a lot of people feel the way I do about Denver and Philadelphia. It's like, the coin seems like the quality is a little better from Denver than it is from Philadelphia. Just saying. I mean, I'm talking about generally circulated, coins. I'm just talking about those.
Just go out and get BU rolls of any of the newer quarters, the women or the states or anything. The Denvers are much nicer.
Why is that? That's what
because Denver just got brand new a machine shop where they can make their own dies. Prior to 19, somebody checked this out in the chat. I know there's somebody out there that knows this, but I want to say back about 1995 to 2000, somewhere around there, Denver got new dies. Prior to that, everything that Denver had, if you think there's a difference, was all made at Philadelphia.
really?
Bill,
okay, so
Bill
thank you, Robert, for
457.
clearing that up. Thank you very much.
Bill 457. Yeah, there we go.
I've always wondered that. You know why?
Steam power came to the U.S. Mint in. Can anybody answer the question?
I could take a good
I think
guess
I know
at
it, but I'll let someone else take it.
18 something.
Very good. You're within 100 years, B.
I know. So I deserve that one. That's funny. I don't know off the
Okay.
top of my head.
So
Sorry.
steam power came to the mint in 1836. And the first general production coins that were run on the steam press.
Was it the half cent?
I may be misspeaking here. It was either the half dollar or the large cent. But I think it was the half dollar.
Everything happened in the 1800s.
But they used the steam press and the screw press simultaneously for a while.
I did a little bit of research on the Chinese coin system, and I've been doing it, and I'm trying to put a video together about Chinese coins, and it's very interesting also. And they were the first ones to start with the paper currency.
Very good, B.
Yeah, it's very interesting, Brad. I'm learning stuff. I'm having a good time learning it.
So the first paper currency were actually...
It's the Han Dynasty, pretty sure. And
they were actually...
what is it?
Deposit receipts for silver.
Yes.
So you would go.
Yeah, that's what
deposit your silver with the emperor. They would give you a receipt that then you could go trade, and whoever you traded it to could bring it back and claim the silver.
Yeah, exactly. He's right. They started out as like a certificate. They called it. Yeah. And then they moved on, quickly after that. It's very interesting.
B really is much more intelligent than she looks.
I've been told that before. You're so nice. Oh, anyway. No, it's very interesting. I'm learning a lot, Brad. And, they're the ones that kind of started with the paper anyway, inventing paper. So
I believe so. Actually, B, I think so.
Very interesting. I'm going to try to
hold on now.
I'm going to do one for this show.
Hold on. Go ahead. What?
Robert, I'd like to do a little thing on the Chinese coins, if you don't mind,
Well, we only got 10 minutes. How about if we
do it? Not today.
Okay. No, that's fine then.
But I would love to do something on it, and I'm going to do a good job this time.
Okay. So, Brad, who did the paper first? Come on,
the Egyptians had paper.
Doesn't mean the Chinese didn't.
Are you saying Egyptian was around before Chinese?
Maybe I have to give it some thought, but I'm not sure China invented paper.
I'm pretty sure it is.
But I wasn't alive back then.
That's only because I've just been studying it, other than that. Otherwise, I would have said Japan, but I think it's China.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right. Yeah. Dave's right. Trump voters were riding dinosaurs at the time.
You guys have cartoons going on in your head.
Somebody do.
Yeah. That's all, folks.
Hey, right down the street at the park. They teach that. There we go. Bill 457 backs me up. Thank you, Bill.
Are you in the class? I know you're in the class. Are you in front with the teacher, or are you the teacher?
What are you talking about, B?
Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
I like that one, Ink Man.
I like Flordelina's question. What are we gonna do next week?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for somebody, guys, out there in the chat, wherever you are. I don't know where you are. Give us some suggestions.
Yeah.
I took, and I believe it was Just Plain Kevin who had today's suggestion. So thank you, Just Plain Kevin. I believe he was the one who was asking about this. So
I'm sorry they call you Just Plain Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Don't be sorry. That's what he wanted. If that was,
is that what he said?
Why would he not put a meme together or a name?
Does he have a meme for it? That's funny. At least he.
Okay. Robert Pentoff came up with Google says I'm wrong and B's right. I am bowing to your.
I just thank you, Brad. I just read it like the other night. That's the only reason why I knew. You know, it goes in. It doesn't stay there sometimes, but that one.
Robert, why don't you talk a little bit about what you went through with the research and putting together the Cherry Pickers Guide?
There's some work there.
I mean, you could just talk just about some of the things you did and things you liked, you didn't like, and you know, it's just personal memory. So
I think it would be very interesting. I do. I like listening to you guys talk.
Paulie, you want to talk about coins with elephants? Do you have a collection of coins with elephants you can share with us?
Really?
That would be a great starting point.
Stackers have some interesting stuff too. They're just not from the U.S. Mint. People that stack, silver stackers, they have some really cool stuff. You know, just like I said, we all collect stuff.
There's Dave.
So I told people when they ask, do you collect coins? I go, well, it's the best hobby in the world. It's like any other hobby. You have to pay for your supplies and the things you use and all that kind of stuff. This pays for itself.
Not if you own a coin store, you just steal it then.
Yeah, that's perfect. No comment.
See you, Doc. Thanks.
Coin dealers are interesting, though. I know a few of them now. Yeah, exactly.
We're like the professor. We're like the professor in Back to the Future.
Yeah, I know his sister.
That's
Doc. Do you mind if I share?
The guy that plays the professor in Back to the Future.
Doc.
I know his sister.
Okay, I'm asking Hooper. Do you mind if I share that? I know what it is. I got an answer for you. I just want to know if it's okay to share it.
Somebody's either trying to mine ice cream next door or break through the wall.
I like your question, freaking awesome. That's a good question.
There you go, Brad. What is it?
Well, show me the other side of the coin. All right, go back to the reverse. I would say it's probably silver solder.
Ding, 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 ding. That's what I'd say.
Uh-huh.
I agree with Brad.
Before I answered the question, I had an idea that it was going to be silver solder, but why did I ask to see the other side of the coin before I made up my mind?
I always do.
Somebody has already answered that earlier.
The other side.
When we were discussing codes, somebody had actually answered it, but I'll let somebody else answer it.
What was I looking for on the other side of the coin?
Dents or places
indentation.
where it's moved off.
Indentation. If that was a cud on the other side of the coin, there would have been a lack of detail in the center of the coin because the silver was going to the reverse. So this was probably made into a tie tack or something at one time. Somebody broke off the pin and the solder area just wore down through years of circulation.
Yeah, I agree with Brad. It looks to me like, and yeah, Brad, I got to see both pictures at the same time. So I was looking at it on the email, so I seen the obverse and the reverse at the same time. But like you, I did not see no weakness on it, so I figured right away it was some silver solder, as you say. I mean, realistically, it could have even been, they may have had hoops on it. It could have been, because I've seen women's earrings.
Could have been could have been an earring, a tie tack, anything that had a post on the center of the coin.
People used to make buttons out of them and necklaces out of them. And, yeah. I remember those days, you guys. My dad told me it was defacing money and you can't do that.
Yeah, well.
It still is, but you know what? They do not enforce that law.
Oh, he was being a good dad, you guys. Telling me not to do it. Because we were like wanting to draw on the paper money, you know, we were wanting to draw on it. Kids, that's what kids do. You know?
Sorry, Paulie.
What did Paulie say?
Paulie says his elephant coins are in storage and he doesn't know exactly where they're at.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know how that is. You don't want to look through it?
Well, the trouble with doing a presentation on elephant coins without having elephant coins to photograph, you know, is a little tough. You know, so, I'd be happy, you know, to talk about them and to help out, but we need a reference to collection to start.
And I would hate to even guess at how many coins have got elephants on them.
You know what, though? The neatest elephant coin I ever handled was a German East Africa 5 Rand gold piece with an elephant.
That sounds very interesting.
That was pretty cool.
The most interesting one I have had.
Do you know why the lions stay in the trees in Africa? Sometimes why the lions are up in the trees? I found out why, yeah. Because I thought it was odd. You know, there was like a picture of all these lions in the trees. And it's because of the fleas. Fleas. I don't know. That's from a woman that does, you know, rescue. She rescues animals. I'm like, is that why they're in the? Because I had no idea. No idea.
Is that a actual ancient coin, Robert?
Yes. What is that?
It better be.
Hold on it. Can we see the reverse? There we go.
Wow, that's cool. How much is that?
Brad, I got that from you. I bought it from you. Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I got this. I apologize. Now I see where I got it from.
Flordelina knows.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know where that's from.
Me too. Jonathan Kern.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is that from Africa, you guys?
No, that is the Eastern Roman Empire.
That is super cool.
That's like 3-something AD, isn't it, Robert?
That's super cool.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
It'll be on there.
Yeah, hold on.
Are you serious? That's super cool.
It says 264 to 2. Hold on.
Yeah, because it's plus minus, you know.
244 to 249, Brad.
Oh, that's a lot earlier than I thought.
244 to 249.
Very cool.
Philip the First, it says.
Okay.
Because it gets confusing sometimes. You know.
Only offered $40 for your coin, Robert.
Oh, I just figured it was $40 for showing it. I mean, I'll take the 40 for showing it. That's just for show. Yep. Okay, yeah, 1 minute. There we go. Okay. We're going to get the heck up out of here, guys. If you guys happen to taking somebody at Flordelina Thor email address, if you guys happen to think of a subject for next week, get a hold of me this week. I'll say something about it again. But yeah, that's an expensive coin roll. Okay, let's do our goodbyes. I'm gonna start with you, David. Go for it.
Thank you for being here today, everyone. Robert, congratulations on over a year's worth of podcasts. B, thank you for your wisdom today. And Brad, go Brewers, baby. Go Brewers. Thank you.
Oh, God. A baseball reference?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, sir.
FC Cincinnati last night. 4-1, baby. We beat the Guatemalans. We open our MLS season Saturday night, and I will be there in the stand screaming my head off if I'm not frozen to death. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. B, you were very, very insightful today. Thank you very much. David, you were very insulting today. Thank you very much. And Robert was just kind of Robert. Flordelina was beautiful as always, even though we didn't get to see her. And I'll look forward to seeing all of you next week. Take care and have a wonderful week, everyone.
I knew I was next. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for coming. I had fun. I had a good time. I want to thank Robert for having the show, and David, and what's his name, Brad? I'm just kidding. For joining us, every Thursday. I have a great time, you guys, and I always learn something. I learned something today, and I hope all you guys did too. And I have another video coming out as soon as I can get it out there about Chinese coins. And have a great week, you guys. Take care. I love you. Bye.
Okay, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate it very, very much. I hope you had a good time too. If you have any suggestions for a show, feel free to send me an email at errorsto@aol.com. We will listen to any kind of subject matter that is related to coins. So, thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you here tomorrow night, right here on YouTube Cointalk for our sale. It'll be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually get here a few minutes beforehand. So, with that in mind, take care, and we will talk to you tomorrow. See you guys. Good night.